Alright guys, this is Nanette. She's actually only 4'3", and this is her boyfriend. His name is Rich. 6'2". Now, even though that's a little shorter than me, I'm 6'3", not flexing at all. He's shorter than me by an inch. So that means he's like right here, but she is like right here. He sure looks tall. So Nanette is very into tall guys, especially Rich, and they're actually married. But the craziest part of it all is that people think Nanette's his daughter because she's only 4'3". He's 2 feet taller than her. So when they go places, people always question if she's his daughter. Welcome to Reaction Time, everyone. If you're new, I'm Tall Fishman. If you don't follow me on the socials, make sure to follow me on the socials, guys. The original video is going to be in the description, but we're going to dive right into it. People think his wife is his daughter, and it gets pretty awkward. Let's hear their story. And have you guys ever experienced something like this? Or maybe even if you're with a girlfriend, or if your boyfriend's like super tall. Do people think that either it's your little sister or your daughter? Maybe.
I've dated tall women, I've dated short women, no one as short as Nanette.
As you guys can see in this photo right here, you can kind of tell why people would think that at first glance, but once they know the full story, they would appreciate them very much.
A 2-foot difference in height. They have got used to the stairs.
We've had people take pictures, yell across the street. We've had people think that our daughter and my wife were sisters.
What? Whoa, that's a little extra. I mean, this picture, when you look at her face closely, you can tell that she's not super young, and she's most likely his wife. I wonder if their daughter is going to be taller or shorter. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. The love don't judge.
Well, we complement each other in many different ways, and it's way beyond our height difference.
It is.
I'm more hands-on and mechanical and
I'm more anal.
dimensional. No, don't say that.
I don't think she meant it like that. Wow. It's a little awkward now.
That's originally from the Philippines, but we live here in New York. I am 6'2" and a quarter.
And I am what?
4'3" and 3/4.
Yes. The things that's most challenging is just reaching the cupboards. The stove is kind of like face level.
Yeah, imagine trying to cook when the stove's this high.
Whoa, okay, well, at least she can somewhat figure out ways to get around that by using like a step stool. Now, when he kisses her, does he have to bend over completely, or does he just pick her up? That's the question. Is it like super romantic where he just takes her upon his arms and they go? I don't know. I mean, it's not that bad if he has to, like, you know, bend over. The best thing about all this is that they love each other, and that's all that really matters, right?
I have to have everything down in the low cupboard, or mama's not cooking.
Coffee in the morning, I'm the one who does that. You know, a coffee pot sits on a high counter, and then you gotta pour everything in there. For her, it's like that. For me, it's like that. That's our thing, is I'll take care of the high stuff, and she takes care of the low stuff.
But look, when they sit down, that height difference isn't even that noticeable for the most part.
The couple first met online when they were living almost 6,000 miles apart.
I was born in upstate New York and was born and raised here until I left for the military. Did a stint in the Air Force, and then I ended up working as a military contractor in Afghanistan.
I'm born in the Philippines, in the swamp, in the biggest swamp in Asia. When I was a young adult, I would be confident in some things. I had my degree and I had a job, but there was a segment in my life that I had no confidence in, like dating.
At least you found your guy, you know? I mean, your guy has some extra growth hormones and he's definitely up there. You guys may feel like a difference in pressure, and you know, it's just like when the people ask me,
Yo, Giraffe, how's the weather up there?
I'm just like, you can excuse yourself out of here. Get out of my sight.
A few days later, he asked if he could come and visit me, and I said, okay. We met each other for the very first time at the airport in the Philippines.
It kind of reminds me of Big Ed and Rosemary. Whoa. Except Big Ed was shorter than Rosemary, so this is kind of flipped. Do you guys remember that?
I expected yours tall to me.
Tall, more tall.
Short to me.
Before ever meeting in person, Rich and Nanette had both confessed that they are in love with each other. But Nanette hadn't shared her exact height.
I knew that she was shorter, but I didn't realize how petite she was. When I got off the plane, I was looking through the middle of the crowd. And then when I saw her, I looked down.
Oh wait, no, this is not true. There's no way. This is like one of those typical stories where he was like, Nanette? Nanette? Rich? Nanette? Think about how big their height difference is. A lot of times when someone is shorter than like a foot or two, you might not even be able to see them in your peripheral vision. So you actually have to physically like look down if you want to see them. Guys, don't think that being tall is a blessing, all right? A lot of you guys that think being really tall is super cool. Sometimes it is, but honestly, sometimes it's really annoying. Sometimes being short is way better, let's be honest. Maybe when it comes to sports, like when you need to be taller, like basketball or volleyball, height does help for sure.
And I realized, oh wow, she is a lot smaller than I realized. But that didn't matter.
That didn't stop
Right
him.
from
Come
the
on, there
get-go,
you
I
go.
could tell that this is what I wanted in a relationship. And I'm like,
That's so
this is the guy
sweet.
that I've been wanting to. Like, just accepting of who I am, of, you know, where I was in my life at the time.
Yeah! Love wins! Whoa! Oh, okay.
The negative reactions the couple have received have varied depending on whether they are in the Philippines or the US.
What are you guys guessing? Is it going to be worse in the Philippines in terms of what people think about them, or the US? I'm guessing the US because people are probably more judgmental here in general.
I get offended when people think that I'm a mail order bride because I'm not, and it's outlawed in the Philippines. In the Philippines, it was quite normal to be dating with a foreign guy, but the shock factor was like, whoa, you're too short and he's too big. In the US, it was like at a bar, you know, they would be like, why are you bringing a young kid in a bar?
Oh, that's like next level. Poor her. It's not her fault, right? She was born this way, and like people are offending her when it's not even her fault. And she's still with a guy that she loves. Like, even if she was with a guy who was 5'8" or like 5'6", like a shorter guy, shorter than this guy, it's not gonna really change much. So like, she can't do anything about it.
She's never been ID'd in a bar.
Yes.
Wow.
We've had people
Can't relate,
take
you know?
pictures. We've had people yell across the street. We've had people actually approach us. At the end of the day, we are who we are, and
Yeah,
anybody
don't
who
let
ever
anybody
meets Nanette instantly
tell you what to
forgets
do.
that she's as small as she is because she's so much larger in life.
That was beautiful. That's exactly how you should think about it. Her personality is large, all right? Does height really, really matter at the end of the day?
Rich and Nanette knew that they were ready to take the next step in their relationship.
We had a beautiful outdoor wedding, and we were right on a cliff overlooking Lake Erie with the sunset setting behind us. I had my best friend build us a set of stairs
Wow.
for Nanette.
It kind of like,
It leveled us out.
So she had like a little stepping stool so they could be face on. That's really smart. Hey, you guys want to know something? Back then when they shot the Old West type movies, like the cowboys, some of the women were taller than the men. So they made the women, they dug a little ditch in the dirt, like a little hole. So the women were actually shorter than the guys. So the guys look a lot more brawnier and bigger. So you know what? It used to be reversed.
A lot of our wedding photos are a little deceptive. They look like we're closer to the same size.
well,
Except for the dancing ones.
now we tease my daughter that at the wedding I was really tall. I get pregnant when I was 32? 32?
Yeah.
Our daughter knows that mama is tiny and dad is big. Dad is big. She wants to be big like daddy and she doesn't want to be short like mama. It's such a, I wouldn't say perfect, but it just works so well. It's differences, but at the same time, core values and where our goals are heading towards the same direction.
She keeps me grounded. I'd probably be a lot crazier if I didn't have her. At the same time, I let her kind of take more chances. I think it kind of goes both ways.
You guys are gonna make me cry. You guys want me to cry? It's a beautiful love story. It's a princess and the prince finding true love.
See, when we sit down, we're the same size.
Yay. Guys, that was actually beautiful. Now again, if you guys want to see the original video, it's going to be in the description. But if you have any other couples that don't fit the standard narrative, send it to me on Twitter or Instagram, like DM me at @tallfishman. Like, I know there was one with like an age difference where the guy was like 20 something and his wife was like 60 or 70 years old. She was much older. If you guys want me to see that video, I want to see 50,000 likes on the video. Show the love, show the support to Nanette and Rich and their beautiful family. But guys, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on Instagram. Have a good one. And